Alrighty, so a little bit of unexpected delay here. It's, let's see, 2:35 in the morning, and so my throat started getting all stopped up and I couldn't hardly breathe. And it's probably this room, it's old and it's probably been smoked in before, and she said her throat's getting all scratchy too. And I noticed whenever we unpacked our stuff that we both had headaches when we was only in here like not even 30 minutes. So then we came back. Now I'm getting all stopped up again. You probably noticed in that first video too that I did, my voice started getting all choked up. But right now we're packing everything up because we both, I guess, are allergic to something in here, and I can't hardly breathe. So this is just a really terrible room too. Let me point out, so as soon as you walk in, the air conditioner, it's set on 65 degrees and the door's open and it's barely putting out, it's like it's froze up. It's burning up in here. Even with the door shut, it started out on 72 and I kept lowering it by 2 degrees and it's just terrible. Alrighty, so we got the air conditioner set on 68 degrees and it does not feel like it's working at all. It's hot in here.
If you stand beside it, it will.
So it works, but it don't put out any air. And it's not very hot outside either, so I would hate to be here in the middle of summertime. It's only like 75 degrees outside. It's not putting out hardly anything. The second thing is the couch. Like, it's all ripped and showing all the fabric. And the bed, it feels so itchy. Did you think it felt itchy?
Kinda, a little bit.
Like, it just don't, like, nothing in here feels clean. Like, the walls have stuff like that, and they're just, the paint, you can tell they painted over, like, all the, like, there's stuff on the walls and they just painted over it. Like, if you look up close, just everything is just, the hinges, they've been painted over 10 times, it looks like. Like it's everything about this room, there's nothing, like there's not one thing in here. Like, into the lights, the only light that works is that one. That one don't work. The plug-in over there don't work. The only plug-in that works is that one plug-in right there. That plug-in over there don't work. Everything is just, nothing works. The shower smells moldy. Like, it's probably got mold or something in here. But she's cleaning out the fridge. Now we got to pack up everything. They're gonna show us, so they already showed us another room, and it was just like this one. It was just in a different building, and it was a king suite is what she said, and it had a jacuzzi tub next to the bed.
That's what they show on the app.
Yeah, that's what the picture showed whenever we booked this room, but it's in a completely different building, and it smelled worse than this room. So as soon as we walked in, it was probably 85 degrees inside the room. The air conditioner hadn't been on all day, and it just smelled like terrible. And it was more stuffy and clogged up than this room. And with the added that it had a jacuzzi tub next to the bed, so it smelled like a wet dog in there. So they're gonna show us another room up the street now. But where I'm pointing, there is a Fairfield Inn. There's a hotel right there. You can see just the light pretty much on the camera, but it's like brand spanking new. And I was thinking about just booking that hotel if what they show us, which what they show us I doubt it's gonna work out, because this whole place is just it's so run down. Like, I can't believe this is actually like booked up. But all right, I'm gonna get off here so I can get the rest of this stuff packed up. And other than that, this is the last of this room that you're gonna see. Look, even up there at the ceiling's peeling off.
I'm gonna put these
The
books
paper
over. Oh, no, never mind.
is coming apart. All right, that is it. And what was the name of this place? Here. Gatlinburg Town Square by Explora Resorts. So here's a quick update. We just got everything packed up and we left the town. I can't remember the exact name. It was Town, I think it was Town Place Suites Resort by Explora Resorts. And they showed us another room with a king size bed, and it had a jacuzzi tub right beside the bed and a shower. It was just like the room that we had, but a full kitchen. And as soon as we walked in, it just took your breath away. It just smelled like mildew in there. The room was like 85 degrees and it just smelled terrible. It smelled worse than the room that we were staying in that got us all choked up. So I called, or actually they said they had one more room to show us, and it was on a different property, but we had to drive to it. So I said, all right, we'll get everything packed up. But the more I got to thinking about it, so this is the property they was gonna, you can see the stone just right where that light is, just the top of the stone, and you can see the trees and stuff growing in the gutter there, and it's got all mold. She said it had a balcony and like it had a full kitchen. The other one, the kitchen didn't have a, you know, a balcony and stuff. And I said, is it a newer building? And basically they was like, yeah, it's newer. So kind of choked up about the first room. So I did a phone call, and Fairfield Inn Suites Marriott, literally it's right beside it, and it's a short walk from the Space Needle that's right here, because I told him my situation. And at first, whenever I asked him if he had something, because on booking.com they said they had a room, and booking.com they said they had a room all the way till Friday, a king for the dates. And basically I couldn't pick tonight because it's already past their cutoff, so I had to call. And I talked to him, and at first he said, no, I can't help you. And he said there's a different, you know, a hotel down the street that maybe could check me in. And I said, well, look, I'm staying 6 nights. I'm on vacation. This is the first night. I've got allergies with the room that I'm staying in. And he said, well, hold up. Let me see what I can do for you. So this guy definitely hooked me up because it's past the cutoff. So it's $688. So it's a little bit more expensive. It's $100 more than what we was paying down the street. But down the street, that hotel room, and don't even get me started on the elevator. So when the security guard came up to the room and took us to the other room, we rode the elevator down. We was on the 5th floor at Town Resorts, and so we would just be going down, and about the 3rd floor it popped in the elevator, like you felt it drop a little bit, and then it felt like it stopped, and then it kept going, and you could hear the cables popping above you. Like, I've never been in an elevator ever in my life and felt that. Like, I was actually fearful of that elevator dropping because the cable snapped, and just, it sounded like they were just grinding. So we had a bunch of heavy stuff. We had our whole car unloaded, cooler, suitcases, everything you can imagine. Air fryer. And it took us 3 or 4 trips just to get it up there. And we tried to do everything in one trip, but of course we couldn't. And on the way down, with all that, I guess, extra weight and stuff, it kept popping on the way down. And she just closed her eyes because like it just felt like that thing was gonna let go. So we still had some suitcases and the air fryer and all the pillows. So the last I guess it was 2 times we had to go up 5 flights of stairs and down 5 flights of stairs. And by the time we got back to, because she still said that we had a different room that she was going to show us, and we didn't know it was in this building. But I'd already, you know, called this guy, and I'd had a contingency plan, like a backup plan, just ready to go, because I wanted to know that I had somewhere else to go. And I didn't have high expectations for this place. Explorer Resorts, I did not. Everything out there on booking.com has 9 point, I think it's either 8.9 or 9.1. And it is worse than any place I've ever stayed in my life. And I've stayed in quite a few hotels, just different places. I've never seen anything quite like that place. So I don't know if I'll have that video. I'll even put that on YouTube. I don't know if I'll even edit that in, because it was just such a bad experience. And I don't even know if that I want to give them any publicity. You know, because it's gonna be negative, of course, and I don't really want to make a negative video. But this video, positive. Fairfield Inn Suites Marriott, and the address, I thought it was right on the building. Pretty sure it's 615 Historic Avenue. It's literally the Space Needle. If this telephone pole and the building and stuff, the Space Needle's probably a half mile. It says it's I think it's a 9-minute walk to the main strip. The other building we were staying at was a 7-minute walk. So it's definitely not bad at all. And this place, so we've already took the bags up there. I just wanted to talk a minute about the backstory, about everything. And we've already took the bags up there, and this place is so nice. This is probably the nicest hotel I've ever stayed in. This place. What I'm about to show you, nicest place ever. It's a king suite. So he upgraded the room. This guy is awesome that works at the front desk. So here we are. Alrighty, so just came up. I'm talking really quiet because it's like 3:30 in the morning. But straight down the hallway, that way. Here's the elevators. Ice machine. And then our room, 307. Show that do not disturb.